Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hey, we're on.
That looks like us.
I think it is us. It is us. Hey, it's you and me.
It's us.
Welcome to the pregame show.
The pregame show.
Log on, check us out. Let us know you're out there, please. So we know we're not doing this for nothing. All three of our viewers.
I think we had 5 last week.
5? Wow, I think that's a record. Had a few. It's gotten a little cooler, huh? Mm-hmm. It's nice. The weather's nice.
Felt so nice these past couple days.
It's less than 100.
Yeah. Air was definitely a lot clearer and drier.
Yeah, definitely.
I can see the barge canal from the reef.
Well, y'all log in. Let us know you're there. Like I said, I don't think they're on the screen.
I don't think so.
I don't know who's manning the board there, but let us know you're out there. Comment, say hi, give us a thumbs up.
We're gonna wing the show with a great lineup.
There you go. Yeah, we got a pretty good one tonight. We got a pretty good one every night. Yeah.
Yeah. So bear with us. Like we said, we're kind of winging it. Had a little family emergency, so Bree had to take off out of here. So Gary and Aubrey are in the back, and well, you're stuck looking at our ugly mugs.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh. Same thing the fish get to see every day.
Yeesh. Not them again.
Hope everybody had a good week out there. Let us know that you're in. Give a few minutes before we truly start the show. Pre-game time.
Yep. Yeah, I was telling you earlier, for some reason I'm listening to more rap music, which is odd. Not really into it, but it's kind of upbeat.
Right?
Yeah, I like it.
It's motivation for the day.
Yeah, I kind of like it, so I'm adding it to my playlist.
Some of those change-ups in the music industry is kind of nice. Needed at times.
Some of it's a little vulgar, but that's okay.
At least with me on the airboat, I have headphones on, so does everybody else. So when I start screaming and singing, just kind of to myself. So.
Gotcha.
All right, so we're gonna jump on into the intro, and we'll be right back.
Beyond the woods, down the twists and the turns, through the marsh lies the knowledge needed to fish the nature coast.
Fish Talk Live. Welcome to Fish Talk Live, everybody. Presented by Phillips Auto Group, the one and only much needed people in the auto industry.
That's it.
Oh, well, what's happening, Gary?
All right, guys, so here's the deal. Tonight, we are talking about giving back one line at a time. As you all have watched in the past and kind of, how we all come together as a community and we do, cool things to give back. But tonight, we have a very special guest who does it all the time.
That's what she does.
So, but before we get started with that, just bear with us. We had everything was so lined up, and Bree had been working all day. She has been just absolutely killing it on the computer back there. Unfortunately, we just had a phone call that she had to leave immediately. So just bear with us. I'm going to step in the back with Aubrey, and we're still going to kill it.
Oh, yeah. Just going to be a couple people down.
That's it, man. It's a shit show, but you know what? That's what makes us special, right?
Keeps it rolling.
All right. So, Billy, real quick, why don't you tell everybody, before we get started tonight, go ahead and go into your fishing report, your airboat fishing report, and then you and Mario kind of bounce back together. Mario's out there fishing for a living, you're out there seeing fish for a living. So you guys just kind of talk and tell everyone what you're seeing at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, as of right now, it's been playing a little bit of the low tide these past couple days.
Oh, yeah, it's been
middle of the day.
East wind, it's always going to push that water out.
Yep. Which is kind of fun on the airboat side. I need to get you out there on those dead low tides. Go play with me on the airboat because it is pretty awesome on what you get to find out there.
Yeah, we'll make a date of it.
Yeah. I know playing through some of the passes today, there's quite a few of the deep cracks and stuff, and they were loaded with snook today.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they're coming back in from their spawn. Yeah, definitely. Usually,
it's a gorgeous sight.
Right when it starts to get cool again, we start seeing them come back.
You mean it's actually going to get cool?
Well, the water's getting cool. The water was 84 the other day when we went scalloping instead of 92. So
oh, what a difference.
Yeah.
It was almost
much
chilly
better.
jumping in.
Yeah, so those snook will start coming in. All the redfish are going to be on just about every western-facing point in Citrus County. So, so they're not hard to get.
A little easier to target these days.
Yeah, when it cools down like this. So they're starting their spawn when the snook are ending their spawn.
Yeah, it's a really good sight to see. I can't wait to actually start to see the redfish start to pool up again.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very excited for those. There's a lot of mangrove snapper on the move right now. A lot of, not really big sheep's head, but they're out there in numbers.
Right.
Which is pretty fun to be able to get to see out there.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, we had the sheep's head bite was very slow, and I was kind of worried. It was when they changed it from 15 to 8, the bag limit.
Oh, yeah,
It was that year, and then I was hoping that it would come back, and the year after that, it did. It came back pretty strong.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a very hardy fish. They can live just about anywhere, and but they're back in full force again. So I was kind of hoping they would be. So.
Absolutely. You know, that's one. Well, there's a couple species, but that's a species I've never caught on hook and line.
Really?
Never have I ever.
We'll have to do that when it gets cold.
Yep, I've only shot them. Cheating, you know.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, feed them steel.
Yeah, instead of a hook, it's barbed.
Yep. Right.
But we're going to go ahead and jump on into the Extreme Decals Catch of the Week. Let's see what y'all may have produced this week. I'm excited to see it. Very nice red. Holy smokes, that thing has got to be top slot or over slot.
Oh, yeah. Nice one. Big.
Gorgeous
Look how
redfish.
fat that thing is. Holy smokes.
That one had to have been playing just a little bit offshore or did very well on hiding some
The water
islands.
doesn't look too deep.
No.
There's a pretty nice red, too.
Absolutely.
That one looks like it may have been part of the tournament because I see Brian's boat right behind it right there. So it's probably in the tournament. We had the Tatas tournament.
Oh, yeah, that's right, we did.
Yep.
Did you fish that or no?
I did not. I was going to and decided last minute that I wasn't.
Nice. Yep, there's one of those little snook we were just talking about.
I got that same buff.
Do you really?
Yeah, I have the same one, exact one.
Very nice trout there, Miss Denise.
Yes, cool deal.
I'm happy to start seeing those fish moving again.
Yeah, we've been starting to see some more in close too. Look at that crap.
What a mess of fish. Very nice, Mr. Redfield. I like how it goes from a golden redfish all the way to a nice dull gray.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're
Hit the whole
intermixing.
color spectrum of them.
Yeah, these schools are mixing the home fish and the migratory ones. all
Right,
together.
yeah.
There's a nice one. Yeah, Florida
Very
Redfish
nice.
Series, Summer Series, Kayak Division.
That,
Garrett.
very nice fish there, Garrett.
Nice fish.
I don't know if it placed you anything, but it's still a heck of a
Yeah,
catch.
that's a pretty good catch. Look how thick that thing is hanging over the measuring table there, measuring stick.
The whole football it swallowed.
Yeah, look at Gene.
Captain Gene
Look at the
Miller.
spots on that thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on one side. That's
Beautiful.
That's a big spotter. That's another one from Gene.
Yes, it is. They must have had a good day. I didn't see them come back in. I was out on airboat tour. So.
I ran out and I saw them where they were at, so I'm going to stop there next trip.
You sound like me, Mario.
Yeah.
I know where all the guides fish.
Debo his spot, but I know exactly where he was at. He even waved at me.
Yeah, very nice
There you go.
redfish
That's
on
another
Dean's
one of
boat.
Gene's.
Very
We've actually
cool.
been fishing the same areas.
Yeah.
So- hey, look at Jacob.
Captain Jake got a good variety of fish there.
Yeah, a couple of drums, a trout, and redfish.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very nice. Taking a good old family fishing trip.
Yep. There's some good ones.
Absolutely. A mess of reds.
Yep.
I tell you what, this past week after all that rain, those redfish bite got insane.
Mm-hmm.
They finally got hungry again.
Look at there. Yeah, this redfish bonanza.
Very nice.
Red's gone wild. There you go, backcountry red.
Absolutely. Hugging those mangroves.
Yep.
With the cooler waters out there, are you starting to see them move away from? Holy smokes.
Yeah, look at that.
That's a bent arm, too. It wasn't even straight. Very
old
nice, Miss
snook.
Jessica. Good snook.
Very nice snook. Yeah, there's a
Yeah, that's
monster
right up
redfish.
against his body.
Monster.
Good catch. Yeah, big old red manatee.
Another one.
Yeah, I could tell by the look on his face that was pretty darn close to a PB fish.
Yeah. Look at how beat up the tail is.
Oh, yeah.
That's from spawning.
Wow, that's cool.
There we go.
All right.
Is that Amanda?
It is.
It
It
is,
is. They actually went out for, I think Joe said, like 30 minutes and landed 4 keeper redfish right off the rip to go watch sunset.
Good deal.
That's awesome. Playing on cut bait. And there's all 4 of them fish.
Yep, there it is.
Apparently the boys didn't even have a chance to wet a line,
That's-
just rehooking the women.
That's usually what happens. Yep.
Nice catch, y'all.
Sunset reds.
That one looks like a sunrise.
Yeah, that's an early morning right there.
Very nice, Joe.
Joey. He's one of my clients.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Comes out with me maybe once or twice a year.
That's awesome. I think he's fishing your spots.
Probably. That's okay. That's
One downfall to it.
There's
Another Florida
guy.
Redfish Series fish. Y'all did well out there. Very nice, Joe.
There's another couple. Mr. First.
That's a big redfish he's holding. Mm-hmm. Well, both of
I
them.
have a funny feeling they came home for dinner.
Oh, I see a check in hand.
Yeah, I like it.
Winner redfish dinner.
Yep. That was probably from the Tatas tournament. Hey, there's my crew.
Nice, an old mess of scallops out there.
Yeah, we had a few. First time scallopers. They had
That's
fun. They're going to come next year again, they said for sure.
That's awesome.
There's your big one.
Old Matt with the 8 rods in the back. Very nice fish.
Another one.
Killing it.
Love it.
Happy to see everybody out there this week getting a
Yep.
mess of reds.
A lot of kayaks out there.
And that does not look like our waters.
No.
I like that background.
I believe that's somewhere north of us.
Yeah. Very nice
Big
drum.
ugly.
Holy smokes.
Big ugly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fish is nice too. Theirs looks like one Gene caught. Could
Yeah.
have
We've got all 9 spots.
Yeah.
Good fish.
been. Multi-spotters.
I appreciate y'all sending those in. And me not being able to fish like these guys makes me happy.
Yeah.
It's good to see them.
Yeah. Definitely.
All right, so we're going to play a quick video for you about our special guest, and then we'll be right back at the casting couch. Catch up with Mario over there.
Here in Florida,
Each kid is inspirational in their own way. Each kid has their own different ability. I say this all the time, but these kids help me more than I help them. I just put them on fish. And when I started Chasten Nation in 2016, this was the goal. I want to be able to show people these kids. I want to show how strong they are, how powerful they are. That is the entire goal of this show, is to just show at least one person, reach out and touch one person and show them that they are accepted no matter what they've been through or what you have, what you don't have, it doesn't matter. You are accepted no matter what. And that is the entire goal of my life, is to show people that they're good enough.
Alrighty, guys. So we're back.
Yeah.
Guys, great extreme decals catch of the week. Let me make sure my mic's on. There we go. All right, so now we're back. So great extreme decals catch of the week.
Appreciate that.
So that was a little intro video into our. Okay, so, all right. So our special guest is ready.
Awesome.
All right. So that was a little intro video, but I'm going to let Mario introduce her, and then they're going to talk about exactly what this young lady does for our youth. So send it over to you guys.
Uh-oh. Okay, I don't see the screen, but is the screen on?
Just go ahead and keep talking.
Okay. Welcome to the Allende Matthews Casting Couch. I'm Captain Mario Castello. And here today with me is going to be none other than Chasten Whitfield. Chasten, are you there?
I am. Can you guys hear and see me?
I can hear you, but I can't see. Oh, there.
Oh,
now
there
I
you
can
are.
hear and see you. Yes, there we go.
So we
We had a
got.
little bit of technical difficulty there. Yeah. How are you doing?
Hey, Bri, let's send it over to the casting couch.
Yeah.
So Brianna just stepped back in the studio, guys. So
Yeah,
She's
she
got
just,
some-
all
she
good.
just stepped back.
There's
There we
Mario.
go. Now we're back on me. Yeah. So, Chasten, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
I haven't-
Sweating my butt off, but other than that, we're great.
Oh, good deal. I haven't seen you this year. You come up every year and kind of follow me out to the scallop grounds to the good stuff, and I haven't seen you yet this year. So
Yeah, we opted out and went lobstering instead for
No.
a week and a half.
I don't blame you.
Well, that's okay, but you can come up here anytime and follow me. I'll even jump on your boat for you and your family if you want to go scalloping, because we still got a few more weeks for the season.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. So, Chasten, I believe the name of your organization is For a Cause. I believe it is.
No, so For a Cause was way back when I first started fishing.
That was
That's
a long
when I
time
had
ago.
an
Yeah.
all-girls team. Yeah, that was back in 2016, which makes me feel very old because now I'm 23 and I was 16 when I started this whole thing.
Oh, you stop it with that 23 old stuff. Gosh.
I
People
remember.
are like, "You guys been college?" I'm like, "Oh, a couple months ago," and they're like, "It was 2022." I'm like, "A year ago."
Yeah, I remember when you first started it. You came fishing with me. Well, actually, before that, it was the year before that you had started, and you were fishing with another captain. And I believe that we had some horrible winds. It was terrible weather, raining all day, and you guys decided to fish anyways, and we're just going to fish in the bay. And I gave you a bunch of my rain gear because you had like 5 of your friends with you on that trip. And that was the first time I actually physically met you. But then the year after that, I believe you came on my boat, and the vision that I have in my mind is you holding those 2 giant triple tail that we got. And they were, I had that picture, and you with that big smile on your face, you had those 2 triple tails, and that's burnt into my memory.
Yeah, that was a family trip. And my brother, yeah, okay, I remember that.
Yeah, that was good stuff. But
So
talk to me about what you're doing now. I hear you've got some stuff going on now that is a little bit busy for you. Talk to us about it.
yeah, so since those triple tail pictures, I have graduated college with a degree in TV and film, ironically.
Oh, you can come help us then.
Yeah.
And I was just recently blessed with the opportunity. Actually, my senior year of college, in the middle of finals, I filmed a pilot show for my own TV show. And we take differently abled kids out fishing. So we show the abilities, not the disabilities, through the sport of fishing. And the show's called Their Life, My Lens. It was on working on season 3 right now. So season 1 was on Sportsman Channel, Outdoor Network. Season 2 last year was on Destination America, Pursuit Channel, Carbon TV, and Waypoint TV as well. So it's like an outdoor streaming platform. It's like an outdoor Netflix.
Right.
Pretty much. It's free, so you can just log on and look up Their Life, My Lens, and
You can pick which episode you want to watch. So it's not like cable where you have to like click record or go to the list and try to find me and this and that. So it's really cool. So I believe season 2, all 8 episodes have aired. I could be wrong. I have been traveling so much lately, so I literally get I'm in my room right now, and I get 2 nights in my own bed, and then I'm off to Mexico. So
busy.
yeah, but it's fun. It's fun. I am also a producer, an associate producer for Monster Jam TV. So I play with monster trucks during the week, and then I fish on the weekend and film the show.
Man,
Sounds like a
that's
good
the
time.
life, I'm telling you. Yeah. I wouldn't complain, that's for sure. That's good stuff.
I joke and say it's every little 8-year-old girl's dream, but not really.
So now you're filming, you're into season 3, I assume now?
Yep.
And that is why you're going down to Mexico? I'm pretty sure that's why you're going to Mexico, correct?
Kind of. So Under Armour just recently signed with us, and I am the only fishing girl on their fishing athlete program. So we're going to go do a photo shoot in Mexico with hopefully a lot of rooster fish.
All right, cool. Where are you? Where are you staying down there? Do you know yet?
We're in
Mexico.
Baja.
Yeah, in Baja. All right.
Yeah.
That's the peninsula there, I believe.
Yeah, it's like we're fishing in the Gulf of Cortez, the Sea of Cortez or something like that.
Okay, probably going to maybe Cabo San Lucas or something like that.
That's where
way
we're
down
landing, yeah.
Yeah, Cabo San Lucas. That's one of my dream destinations, I believe it's called. If I was ever going to go to Mexico, Cabo San Lucas is where I wanted to go.
Yeah, they have all those cool rocks and whatnot. I saw some pictures. I'm like, oh, we're going there, and they're like, no, we're going to be fishing right around the corner. I was like, oh, okay. Cool.
You're doing the photo shoot down there, but are you also gonna film one of your shows down there while you're here? While you're there?
No.
No, you should.
No. Sadly, no. Sadly, no. We're in the process of getting sponsors and networks put together and whatnot. So we'll probably start filming like October, November. Mm-hmm. I'm traveling until October, so I come home October 1st. So
okay.
hopefully I'll get my feet on the ground and start running with it. So
okay, good deal. Well, talk to us how one of your fishing trips would go when you're taking these kids out. I know you do a lot of cast netting for bait. I've seen you in many of the seminars, but like what would you call that where people come together and like iCast and different things like that.
Yeah, I used to do cast net lessons at Saltwater Sportsman Expo.
Yeah, all the expos. I've seen you do quite a few of the expos. Talk to me about are you still doing any of those?
No, I'm not. I don't think that they are either.
Yeah, a lot of them have shut down since COVID.
Yeah. Yep. So when I did them a lot in high school, and then when I went to college, I moved to Savannah, Georgia, where I got a bass fishing scholarship. Mm-hmm. I'm not artsy at all. Not people, when I tell them that I went to SCAD, Savannah College of Art and Design in Savannah, Georgia, they're like, oh, so you know how to draw? And I'm like, no, I traced my way through freshman year. Mm-hmm. That's why my major's TV and film. And I used to do a lot of those in high school, but once, like, I think it was right around COVID, and because I went to college a year before COVID hit. So it was, right around the same time they kind of shut down a little bit, but that's kind of how I started. Mm-hmm. I started a all-girls fishing team and put it for cost fishing, so we gave the money back to the charity.
Gotcha.
And it just kind of snowball affected from there. Mm-hmm. And picked up a couple sponsors, and then next thing you know, I'm teaching kids how to fish and talking about life lessons, because of course middle school, that's when I started. That's when the bullies and kids are just mean. So I started getting bullied and I knew I wasn't the only one, so I wanted to share my experience and try to help kids kind of not go that direction, or if it does happen, how to like go around it and just keep doing what you're doing. and always do the right thing and do what you love, because you're here to make yourself happy and not to make anybody else happy. If they
That's
don't like
awesome.
it, then they can unfollow you or they can just walk away.
There you
Like,
go.
whatever.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's when I met Easton, and he is a little boy. Well, he's not little anymore. I met him when he was 4. Now he's like 12, going into middle school. Again, I feel old.
Stop it.
Yeah, you gotta stop doing that. There you go.
There he is.
I met that little dude, and he is the entire. This is all his fault. This is all his fault. He wheeled up in that wheelchair at a fishing camp I was teaching. He was the only one catching fish. All the kids were so mad. So I was like, "Hey, you want to go on a boat?" And he's like, "No, I don't fit. I can't. I try to just fish off docks." I'm like, "Okay." So I found a boat. Sadly, mine at the time couldn't fit him, but we found a boat that could fit a wheelchair. Took him fishing on July 4th, 2016, and just the fact that a 6 or 7 inch mangrove snapper made that kid's confidence go from a 0 to a 12 in 5 seconds was absolutely mind-blowing. And I'm like, I want every kid, I want everybody to experience this. Like, the fish don't care what you look like, what you've been through, your past. Like, they're just hungry and they're gonna eat. The fish do not care. So I want to show everybody that they can fish, and the fish don't care. They might not feel accepted, but the fish accept them because they ate their bait and they reeled in that big fish all by themselves.
Yeah,
That's
anybody
awesome.
can do it.
So,
Except
that's-
except
yeah, so I
Billy.
started.
Happens.
Can we
Exactly.
sponsor Billy, because he really needs some help, Chasten?
Yeah.
This is Billy, by the way.
Billy's a
He
little
re-
slow.
no matter what you do, he can't catch a fish. So
I'm really good at catching
Yeah,
mangroves.
that's why I take the kids fishing. That's why I take the kids fishing. I can't catch them. Literally on the episodes, I'm like watching it, and I'm like, I only caught 2, and this kid caught like 12.
That's a good thing, though.
so Chasten.
That-
So with these kids, you know, there's a lot of cost that goes behind this stuff, and nobody can just, you know, assume that you just absorb all the cost. And you are creating memories, dreams, you know, for the kids and the families too. How does someone like us support your cause? How would we go about that?
Well, Chasten Nation is a nonprofit, so we do and always take donations on my website or Instagram. It's Chasten Nation on Instagram and chastennation.com on the website. All my social media is Chasten Nation. And there's an option where you can either just donate or you can also sponsor a child. So you can go on my website and it says sponsor a child to go on a fishing trip. So it's not going to be on the show. It'll be like our own little, I have like a Chasten Nation fishing trip, and then I have the show trip. And I offer, every time I contact a parent, I tell them we can, if you don't want to be on TV, because some people don't want to share their story, and that's totally okay. They just want to go fish and have a chill day. So I give them the option where they can either be on the TV and share their story, or they can just go fishing for fun, and we can just have a fun little chartered. So they have the option either way, and either fishing on the TV show or fishing just to have fun with the family, it's completely free. The parents, the family doesn't pay anything. When I first started this, I had Chasten Nation shirts, and that actually funded the entire nonprofit. So that shirt money turned into the gas money.
That's
So
awesome.
that's literally like all that, it goes straight into the gas. But now with the TV show, it goes straight into the show, the production, the networks, the film crew. It's a whole deal. It's growing. We're growing. I'm loving it. It's a lot, but I'm absolutely loving it.
I have one of those shirts. So
Do you?
it was a white and pink one. Yeah, I had the pink sleeves.
the
Yeah.
fucking sleeves.
Yeah, it doesn't fit me anymore. I've lost 55 pounds since I got that shirt, so it doesn't
Well,
fit anymore.
I've gained 55 pounds since being married, so I'll take the shirt if you do.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. I got remarried and lost 55 pounds. So.
That's awesome, Chasten. I mean, we love it. So, you know,
that's
little
pretty sweet.
like kind of backstory on us is we thrive off of doing good in life, and what you're doing is great in life.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
we cannot, you know,
Express that enough.
yeah. So thank you for what you're doing. But what we're going to do tonight, for anyone that's watching for right now, if you all pledge whether it be $5, $10, $100, whatever it may be, our nonprofit, OKM Cares, is going to match whatever is pledged tonight so we can make sure and sponsor some kids to go fishing with you.
Time to go fishing.
So if you all, no, thank you for what you do. So if you all comment, everyone's watching right now, if you just make a pledge, we're going to post a link after this that you can donate to our nonprofit. We'll match it, and then we'll donate that directly to Chasten Nation. So.
Oh, thank you so much. That is so awesome.
Absolutely. Thank you for everything you do. It's awesome. Thank you, Aubrey. She's right here. She's actually the one that came across you and said that we had to get you on this show, that you had one of the most incredible stories, and what you do is one of the most incredible things. So, we get people on here talking about how big the fish they caught is, and how they won so many tournaments, and this, which is awesome. It's great.
Yeah.
That's all part of being an angler. But what you're doing is the next step. So that's just my humble opinion.
Making more anglers.
That's it. Making anglers, making memories. And tonight's subject is, I thought of this and I forgot it already. Help me out here, somebody.
Giving back one
line at a time. So you do that all the time. So again, everyone, if you pledge something right here live and into tomorrow, we'll post that link so you can make the direct donation, but we're just looking for pledges. Let's make some of these kids' dreams come true, and get Chasten out there to teach them how it's done. So, Mario, do you have any other questions for Ms. Chasten?
I think I am all out of questions now. I believe that was it. We've covered everything that we wanted to cover, for sure. And it was really good to see you again. I haven't seen you. Yeah, you come down almost every year, and now you're so busy you can't do it anymore. But if you want to come before the season's up, just let me know, and I'll jump on your boat, and the whole family, with mom, whoever's coming, your little brother and everything. Just come on down, and we'll have a good old time.
Oh yeah.
So Chasten,
absolutely.
You were telling me earlier, and I did step in the back, so you may have talked about it, but you also do stuff with Monster Jam. Is that true?
Yes, I am an associate producer for Monster Jam TV.
That's pretty damn cool.
That's pretty damn cool. Yeah. The other thing's super cool. Don't get me wrong, but that's awesome. Well, cool beans.
Yeah.
Chasten, unless you have anything else, we'll make that donation. But guys, open up. If you've got a spare few dollars to
anything and everything helps.
Absolutely. And again, we'll match it, and we'll get it over to Chasten Nation and get some kids out there in the water fishing. So, thank you for everything. But I believe, except for the next time you come over and visit, we'll see you on the next round.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Thanks for coming on board with us.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. How cool is that, man?
Pretty damn awesome.
That's amazing.
Can't even lie.
That's you can't touch that. That's what this world should be about. Fishing should be on the back end, but those fishing for the memories, catching those memories, that's what it's all about.
Giving back.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
All right, so we're going to go to a commercial break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about complete opposite of what we're doing. We're going to be talking about pinfish traps. Seems to be a pretty common question, so we'll be right back.
Here in Florida, every name tells a story. Just saying Ian, Nicole, or Michael brings about strong memories. But then there's Adam.
How are you? Better not see you.
And Gary.
Hey.
Together, their teams helped rescue over 3,500 people. And Vicky, she used her food truck to feed the community.
Thank you so much, guys.
And Andy, he flew medical aid to devastated communities. But then there's Shane, Clyde, and Robert. Together, they have more than 60 years of storm experience. They stand with an FPL team of thousands, ready to respond. So as the next storm approaches, just know we're prepared. Here in Florida, every name tells a story, and every name is important. Because together, we can weather any storm.
All right.
Welcome to
Tackle Tabletop.
All right.
Presented by Nature Coast Financial Advisors.
There you go. All right, Billy. What do you know about pinfish trap?
I know it is one of the most stolen items in the Gulf of Mexico. This right here is what is known to be a hot commodity.
Yep. If someone could invent a low jack to
Oh,
put on one
God.
of these things.
Yeah, because I'd be really curious to see where they all go.
I do too, yeah.
I know
I
every
don't
year
know.
I hear of at least 30 to 40 of them getting robbed. And not only just taking the bait, they take the whole darn thing.
Yeah, yeah. And it
That's
gets
the worst
expensive
thing.
after a while. These things aren't cheap.
Not at all. There's a lot of labor that gets put into these traps. These are all handmade. That's not something that's just getting stamped out of production. It is literally somebody sitting at their house or at their shop, cutting and bending and wire tying. There's a lot of work that goes into a pinfish trap.
Oh yeah, I've actually made some before, and it's not fun. I'd rather buy them.
Absolutely. These little edges, they've got them all smoothed out on these ones, but I know in the past when I made them, they'll light you up when they're sharp.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So when it comes to a pinfish trap, Mara, do you prefer this size? Do you like the smaller ones?
I actually like the bigger pinfish traps.
Do you?
For one, you can put an entire block of chum or a block of thread fins, either one. I like using the chum block better. The tournament chum doesn't have the bag on it.
Right.
Yeah, so but you can put a whole box of chum in there that spreads out about 3-4 hours or so. And this thing will absolutely fill up with pinfish.
I was going to say, I can only imagine after a box of chum the amount
It's about
of bait you
anywhere
catch.
between 75 and 100 pinfish
Holy
in this
smokes.
trap. The small traps will hold about half that. Like I said, if you got a lot of traps, the small ones are fine. But if you're only going to have 2 or 3 traps out here, this is the one you're going to want, the bigger trap.
Absolutely. And I know I've seen them in the past. Like this is galvanized trap here. It's a galvanized wire. I've seen people make them that are like rubber coated.
Yeah.
Do you know of any benefits or anything from one to the other?
I personally don't like the rubber coated ones. I've had both in the same area, and the rubber coated ones seem to not. I think they put off like an odor or a taste or a smell in the water, and I think a lot of these pinfish don't like it. If you leave it in the water to like season for a while and you get growth on it, then it doesn't affect it as much. But when you first buy one, I would soak it in the water and let it soak before you try to.
It's not a bad idea.
Any fish in it, but other than that, I don't see any benefit other than just keeping the corrosion free.
Yeah. When the galvanized does it, it's part for the most part, but I know I've seen a few of them out there that.
It's going to get stolen anyway.
That's a sad truth.
That's how it seems. I remember one year, I believe it was 2020 or 2021, I had 26 pinfish traps stolen from me in a year.
Yeah, and at $45, $55 a piece, that is a lot of moolah.
Yes. Yeah, I did not like that year. That was bad.
Yeah, that one takes away from the day. So as catching pinfish in these traps, you do get quite a few other species. I know you get little grunt. You get what is it, Captain's Choice, the one with the little black spot.
Sailor's Choice.
Sailor's Choice. Yep. There's a few different fish.
Tomtates. You get what are those? We call them mother-in-laws.
I was just about to say the mother-in-law. So out of all those that you can catch in this, is there pinfish included, is there a particular bait that you would rather use out of what these things can catch in our waters?
All depends on what I'm fishing for.
Yeah.
But if you're fishing for grouper, I like the bigger pinfish or a big grunt. Looks really good. It's hard to beat a grunt, but pinfish is primarily what we like to use. It's a generalized bait that it's easy to use. They're fairly hardy.
And they take over our waters.
Oh yeah, and everything likes to eat them.
No shortage of pinfish whatsoever.
So Billy, always being out there on the airboat, I'm sure that you talked about a little bit in the beginning about theft.
Oh yeah.
What's some ways that somebody can eliminate theft on these?
So a few ways, just out of visual of what I've seen out there, what I've seen our guides play with. Big majority of people will just tie off to the corner. They'll have what looks to be a crab trap buoy up at the surface, and it's a dead giveaway. I have seen people use these small little brown ones, little buoys. I think it's a 2-pound buoy, they call it. Those ones are going to help out quite a bit on the theft side, just for the fact that you almost have to run it over, or at least get within a good visual to be able to find that. And then a few of the guides have even gotten into, and I actually found 3 of them yesterday. It was where they'll actually do a short line, maybe a foot above the trap itself, and they'll cut up a pool noodle and do a pool noodle. So that way, once this trap sinks, hits the bottom, the buoy itself isn't at the surface. It's more of a color and a coordinate situation at that point.
Yeah.
And be able to make your way to your coordinates, find it on the bottom, use your gaff, your boat hook, anything you can. And that one truly, I think we've seen 1, maybe 2 traps stolen in the past 4 years with that.
You almost have to run it over to see it.
Darn near, yeah. Darn near. And that's exactly what happened on the airboat. I found them when they got blue buoys. I'm like, whoa, that's pool noodle.
Yep. Another way, if you don't want to go through that hassle, if you just have a regular crab trap buoy on there, you can always paint the buoys too.
Very much so.
Instead of having that bright white buoy where you can see it a half a mile away, you can either paint it brown, you can paint them like a black, green, dark blue, any of that stuff where you can't see it from a far distance.
Or that, or I mean, thinking of that, I'd almost look around and find the actual blue crab traps and kind of mimic it.
Yeah.
People are going to drive by that blue crab trap.
A lot of times you can purchase them from some of these the crabbers from last year. You know, they still have a bunch of their buoys, has their VS number. A lot of times they won't touch it if it's got their
right, if it actually looks like a commercial buoy.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea, honestly. I didn't.
Or just scrap some numbers on it.
Make it look commercial.
all I can say, if you put it underwater, make sure those GPS coordinates are on point.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've lost 2, ended up finding them, but they were only like 75 feet, 80 feet off. If that water gets murky, you know,
they're gone.
And the other thing is those expandable boat hooks, super easy to store away in one of your hatches. That's been the most useful tool for these. So you're not having to, use a sharp gaff and you get something with more reach.
Because you and I ran into that situation a few years ago. I think it was 2 years ago with grouper season, and you had dumped the traps at low tide, and we went back at high. Yeah. And those traps were deep.
Yeah.
You're up to your shoulder with a long gaff trying to reach that buoy.
Yeah. And I've also seen people just tie a rope on 2 of them, a 10-foot rope, and set them out, and they just
like drag line it.
Yeah, and use their hook and hook them with
not
no
a bad idea at all. Not a bad idea at all.
But then again, you need to have your numbers right on time. Yeah.
So a couple things. First, today is Jimmy Milton's with the Florida Redfish Series 50th birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Mr. Milton.
I've got a feeling, I don't know if it's actually his 50th birthday. It looks pretty young, but we'll say happy birthday, Jimmy. And then also, we're up, just from what I can kind of see, for what people have pledged. We'll be donating close to $4,000.
Good.
Ooh, that'd be sweet.
Yeah. So
God, imagine the amount of kids going fishing.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
That'd be really nice.
Yeah, that is really cool right there. So thank you guys.
Absolutely. That is too cool.
But Mario, so you've got a fish talk seminar coming up.
Yes, I do.
Tell us a little bit about that.
It's going to be next Tuesday.
All right.
At Cedar River Seafood. It's always going to be at Cedar River Seafood. Starts at 7 p.m. We have Captain Dallas King. Who's going to be our speaker. Yeah.
I like Dallas.
Chris Vanful was going to do it, but he has to be out of town. He's leaving out of town on Sunday, and he won't be back till Wednesday. So I got a hold of Dallas this morning, and Dallas said, "Yeah, I'll go ahead and do the stand-in." And he's going to talk about snook, redfish, trout, everything inshore from Crystal River to Homosassa, all the backcountry stuff, wintertime stuff. He's on the mud boat, so he's going to cover the whole gamut.
That's awesome.
Yep, and we'll be having him. Like I said, you got to show up early, get a good seat, grab you some grub, some adult beverages. Got plenty of them. So
when it comes to their grub, too, holy smokes, their portions
It's
are
going to be a good seminar.
beautiful.
Yeah, it'll be his 3rd or 4th one that he's spoken at. So.
I always enjoy seeing Dallas out there.
Me
He
too.
is always on the move. You don't see him sitting in one spot for more than about 4 minutes if there's no bite, and you'll just see him on the move. And I always appreciate seeing that. It's not the person just hammering the same spot over and over and over. He may start at the same island, but he's not going to end there.
Yep, he's one of the good guys.
Yep.
Yeah. He's
He does
funny
very
too.
well. Yeah, he is. Does very well with what he does. Old Captain Dallas. That'd be a good seminar next Tuesday.
We tease him about he's the Crystal River version of Post Malone because he's got all the tattoos all over him. So.
That's awesome.
Well, too cool.
Yep, definitely.
Well, awesome. Well, I think that covered pinfish traps. I know that's always been a hot topic. So, thank you guys for covering that. Just those little tips will get you all a lot of bait.
Yep. And if you guys need pinfish traps, I believe we have a whole ton of them down here.
We got a few of these ones just like this.
Yeah, we've carried those smaller ones for a while now, which have been fan favorites. I mean, they'll pack out.
Oh, yeah.
And then they started making the bigger ones, which are insane. And whatever the material, everyone says galvanized won't rust or corrode. That's BS.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dang sure will.
Yeah. It will. Yeah.
So I still have mine from last year from the same company that are, in perfect condition. So the stuff that they use, is the real deal on the material. So
absolutely. The only one I've ever seen corrode out is one of the ones we lost the coordinates to and found it was almost a year later.
Right.
Yeah.
We found the buoy and the buoy came up with just the top.
Yeah.
It was well, that was to be expected.
Yep, definitely.
It lived out there.
All right, well, let's hit up a commercial break, and then we'll be right back.
Alrighty.
And
summer is hot, but the deals are hotter during the Make This the Summer sales event at Phillips Ocala, located on South 441. Take advantage of 2.9% interest for 36 months on the new 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. Or drive away in a new 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee for only $439 a month. To get the best deals, visit us at Phillips Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Ocala or shop online 24/7 at phillipscjdr.com today.
We'll talk about that. Oh,
there it is. All right, guys, we're back. So that was a little message from our title sponsor at Phillips Auto Group. Guys, cannot thank you all enough for everything that you do for us and the anglers around and everyone that you sell those awesome cars, trucks, minivans, whatever else.
Whatever pulls your boat.
Whatever pulls your boat.
Anything that pulls.
And then, of course, all of our other sponsors, Extreme Decals, Allende Matthews, Nature Coast Financial Advisors, Bahio, Abyss Batteries, I'm Bubba.
Yeah. Allende Matthews State Farm.
It's a great big list.
It is. So typically we do a giveaway every show. Today we feel like we have given away the ultimate prize, and we're not going to take away from that. We're giving back.
Yep.
So again, we are matching those donations that are donated to OKM Cares. If you guys want directly to donate to Chast Nation, absolutely.
Yep. Won't hurt a bit.
Will not hurt. We're trying to sponsor kids to go out fishing. So whatever revenue or whatever avenue that you go, that's the avenue we want you to go.
Yep.
But I'd say this week, since our subject is giving back, see how you can give back, whether it's,
take your neighbor fishing, take the neighbor's kid fishing.
That's it.
Somebody that you never fished with, take them fishing.
Take them fishing. So, all right, guys, thank you to everyone. We are off next week, and that's because this guy's doing it in person. So make sure you show up for that, and we'll see you all not next Tuesday, but the following Tuesday.
See you in 2 Tuesdays.
2 Tuesdays.
2 Tuesdays.
All right, everyone. Just turn off your mics just in case.